At 8:46 a.m. on September 11, 2001, the clear sky over New York City was brutally torn apart. A commercial airplane slammed into the North Tower of the World Trade Center, shattering steel, glass, and the peace of an ordinary Tuesday morning. In offices high above the ground, phones rang unanswered, coffee sat untouched on desks. In one horrific moment, thousands of lives were split into a before and an after. Inside the tower, the initial confusion spiraled into sheer terror. Smoke flooded the hallways and alarms blared across the floors. For those trapped above the impact zone, a grim reality set in almost instantly. Escape might not be possible. As fire raged and stairwells plunged into darkness, the rawest forms of humanity emerged. Office workers, strangers just moments before, began helping one another, guiding the injured down endless flights of stairs. Some paused to make final, heartbreaking phone calls, their voices trembling but steady, choosing to speak of love in the face of fear. Then, just 17 minutes later, a second plane struck the South Tower. Any hope that this was a terrible accident was erased. The world now understood this was an attack. Time, already so fragile, was running out. While everyone else was running away, first responders ran toward the chaos. Firefighters, weighed down by heavy gear, charged up the stairs, knowing the buildings could fall at any moment, but refusing to turn back. Police officers worked to clear paths through the smoke-choked stairwells, and medics treated the wounded in lobbies that resembled war zones. Then, at 9:59 a.m., the unimaginable happened. The South Tower collapsed. In just 10 seconds, it folded into itself, taking with it every life still inside. People on the ground watched in disbelief, unable to process what they were seeing. The ground shook, and the air turned black. 31 minutes later, the North Tower followed, collapsing with the same horrifying speed. The iconic skyline vanished behind a tidal wave of ash and debris that swept through the streets of Manhattan. Nearly 3,000 lives were lost that morning. Mothers and fathers, sons and daughters, friends and co-workers. Firefighters and police officers who made the ultimate sacrifice. Yet even in that profound darkness, there were incredible moments of heroism. Strangers shielded each other from falling debris. Rescuers dug through the rubble with their bare hands. Final messages left on voicemails spoke not of fear, but of love. The towers fell, but the courage shown that day stands tall forever. We remember September 11th not just for the destruction, but for the profound humanity revealed in its final moments. For those who stayed behind to help, for those who ran upward when they could have run down, and for a city that stood together when the world seemed to fall apart.